the Dicey Bastards.
6 writers face off by a roll of the dice. They'll fight dirty, leave nothing behind but fingerprints and a tall tale. Stealing hearts, breaking parts, with plenty of time to kill.
They're dicey, but never fair bastards. Death is always made dicey. You know they can't be trusted bastards. Come on and join the Dicey Bastards.
Hey there, Alien Deviants, Junior Adventures, and friends. Welcome to the next episode of The Dicey Bastards, Season 2. I'm MK Gibson, your host, Dungeon Master, and author of such books as the action comedy Shadow Master series and the post-apocalyptic biblical cyberpunk series Technomancer. Now, who do we have with me today? The same cast that you know and love. Let's start with Mr. Bevan. Rob, how you doing?
Hello, Gibby and friends. I'm doing all right. My name's Robert Bevan. I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. And here I play the role of Joseph the Sorcerer with the Morcerer.
It gets better every time. And your better half, Mr. Baltieri. Rick, how are you, sir?
As long as you acknowledge that I'm his better half, not necessarily his has more hair half. I don't think either of us qualifies for that.
His cane to your able. So how you do?
I'm doing pretty okay. Anyway, my name is Rick Waltieri, and I play Moog Face Eater. In real life, I write several things, but things to pay attention to right now are I have 2 new audiobooks out there. The audiobook for Boar War, which is part of my Crypto Hunter series, and the audiobook for Time Chaser, not Chasers, which is my brand new lit RPG.
That's awesome.
Story.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Drew Hayes, you're up next, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic. A horse walks into a bar and his name is Kabare, and he is a druid and I am an author, writing books such as Superpowered NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and Rover Powered, the latest of which is coming out in less than a month, May 4th, for Rover Powered number 3 on audio and print.
That's a mouthful, and congratulations to you as well. Miss Kaplan, you're next. Now, it says EM Kaplan. Is there an M for middle initial, or is it just short for Emily?
There is an M for middle initial, but if I tell you what it means, I'm going to have to kill you.
I love it. Bring it on.
The M is for murder.
Emily Murder Kaplan.
Someone said the M is for Mushu, and let's just go with that.
All right.
Emily GPT here. I'm playing Claudia, the rogue barbarian. I'm also the author of Josie Tucker Mysteries and a bunch of shingles, which oddly have been stolen by LibGen. So I'm mixed feelings about that.
Well, what's the mix, though? Like, yay?
The choke on it.
Exactly.
Our robot autoloads are just complete fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Take that, AI.
secret of the cock choke on it.
It's like a logic bomb. You use it to explode the AI from the inside with shingles.
Robert Bevan, Ghost in the Machine.
Christ, I would love that. And that beautiful voice, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to none other than Steve Wetherell. Steve, how are you, sir?
Oh, thank you, Gibby. That was a lovely introduction.
You're very welcome.
I have
sir.
a hangover, so my voice is extra rich today. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I play Stan Dandy Liver. Probably going to buckle some swashes, or never really figured out what that meant, but yeah, I imagine it's exciting. I write lots of things on the internet. You can find them. The Chronicles of Calamity comic book issues 1 through 4 is now available on Global Comics. You can go read that with the click of a button. Amazing.
That's awesome, sir. Thank you so much. And now what's funny is like I was listening back to some of our other episodes just to make sure I remember what the fuck we were doing, because it's been so long since we played. And previously you were hungover for Sambuca. What was the drink of choice this previous night?
Oh, I didn't. I'm not too hungover. I don't stink of Sambuca, so
Okay.
I'm not quietly.
That's a positive then. All right. So none of that black anise stuff.
A little bit, croaky, that's all.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
A little bit of VD.
Go ahead. Did you say VD?
Never mind, carry on.
Before we get into the game,
You got that from the Black Anus.
all right, I accept that interruption. Before we get into the game, I want to remind everybody that if you're not part of the A&D family, then you are missing out. Head over to patreon.com/authors and dragons and check out the various tiers. For just $2 a month, you join our Discord, hang out with fans, talk to us. $5 a month gets you more channels, more things, and more. You can be the live audience like our friend is right now who's listening to us. And we have plenty of other things out there. Find our authorsandragons.com for our merch for TeePublic. Rick, do we have any other updates to the merch store?
Once again, it is authorsanddragons.dashery.com. That is the place to go. It's the same great T-shirts that TeePublic sells because they run Dashery, except when you buy one from there, well, we make a few extra bucks, which we can then funnel back into this podcast.
And does our website point to that?
Yes, of course it points to
And I feel good. I said authorsanddragons.com. I feel correct. I don't have to change the script, so I'm good.
Now, one follow-up question. Was there a domain name that didn't sound like douchery,
Yeah.
or was that specific for us?
There was Ashface, but we couldn't get that one, so...
All right, yeah, douchery, dashery. Well, you know what? I bet they don't forget the name this time.
Yeah, it's like they could have come with like so many things there. It's like, okay, hey, we make T-shirts, shirts, tees, douchery.com it is.
There were mother frocks, but we couldn't have that. So anyway,
Order from Dashbag University.
Door douche. All right, with all that shilling out of the way. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Greetings all, this is Connie, Stan's Conscience, how are you? When we last left the Dicey Bastards, they had just finished battling two dire crocodiles and the loneliness inside of them. For Moog and Jorsa were reunited with their ooze-based love child, Hanzo the Giant Hand, which Stan and Kabir sought to abandon almost immediately. While Claudia entertained herself by skinning a giant reptile, the Jorsurers tried to climb inside of the crocodile, but first, for some reason, we still don't know why. The rest of the team planned on how to get aboard the Grand Whimsy, which floated 2 miles offshore. Their plans basically came down to Cabrera pulling a boat across the water or sneaking aside of some crates. But either plan, they still needed a cabote. Ha! They needed a boat. When Cabrera was distracted by some talking animals, the rest of the team took that boat on a little joyride, nearly got sucked into a whirlpool, and ended up on an outside a shipping facility. Not sure how to climb up the 100-foot face into where they store the crates for to get onto the ship. Moog suddenly remembered they had a one-man flying carpet, and that's where we left off.
Connie, if I may.
Yes.
I don't think it's just me and Kabir who want to get rid of Hanzo. I mean, we haven't had a team huddle about this yet. I'm getting strong abandoned Hanzo vibes.
Well, Stango, you're not wrong. I was trying to be polite about it. Claudia seemed to be indifferent. Drosser said he wasn't going to leave his son. Moog vacillated back and forth. So, but Hanzo was also pretty aware that he's like, I just found his father's and he was not going to just leave just yet.
I'll just be clear. Moog did not vacillate at all.
No, there was a great joke. We're like, how dare you try to get rid of my child, Daniel? So it was.
I don't know. I think Moog can be persuaded very easily to get rid of that awful prick.
Jesus, that's a child, Stan. A child.
It is a
George
child.
is right here, man.
It's a giant hand.
Just because he drools a little bit and he creates monsters and he's pretty much
It's not only a
monstrous.
giant hand, it's part Jorcerer.
Yes. Jorcer's fate is a democratic process for another time.
We will get to the core group in a moment. However, Kabir, when you were last seeing your teammates, you were standing on this beach. They were looking at you were talking about potentially doing some water walking abilities with some land striding abilities and carrying that boat across the water to the Grand Whimsy. Why mess around with all this shit? It's in the evening time. The boat doesn't leave till tomorrow morning. You turned around because some bird caught your attention and you turned back around. Your team and the boat are gone.
Now, Gibby, I'm not as experienced at D&D as the rest of the crew, but can Kabir actually turn into a cabote?
I think he's a different kind of druid, man. I mean,
He's built different.
I guess we will see.
He's boat different,
He's
if you
boat
will.
different.
Oh man, if this game ends with me turning into a warship, Best D&D character ever.
Just Metallica's hand comes back and he's a transformer. So
Kabera will let out a weary, exasperated sigh, staring at the empty beach. No surprise. Not an
none
ounce
whatsoever.
of surprise.
Yep.
Well, all right then.
Did we even coordinate did we explain to compare where we were going? Did we leave a
Well,
note?
the beautiful part was, unfortunately, Drew had to leave us in real life in the last game, and sometimes life hands you lemons, and you make that into lemonade. So no, the in-game and out-of-game, you didn't explain to Kabera that you were leaving. He just had to bounce for a second, and we even said he got distracted by an animal. So part his problem, part yours. All I know is Kabera has no idea where you guys are at. I'm sure he could figure it out. So let's see where this goes.
Yes, I am quickly pulling up a list of my wild shaping options just to make sure I can find something within my parameters.
I will also say that there are plenty of other animals around that you could possibly talk to.
Fair enough. I will, I guess, look to the nearest creatures and ask, did you see a group of people, one of which was deeply horrifying and sweaty, take a boat anywhere around here?
There's one of those little capuchin monkeys up there. He's like, well, yeah, you have to really define that, pal, because you're all kind of horrifying to us. And he's scratching himself and looking for fleas while he's also scratching his ass. So
There would have been a powerful stink coming off this one, worse than the normal amount.
okay. You were here a little while ago with those people, and they took the boat and they went that way. And he points down the shoreline.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I will throw him a good berry as thanks.
Oh, he snatches it. He feels very full, and then proceeds to shit himself. So yeah, that's a powerful. I mean, that fools a full-grown man, and that's a capuchin monkey. So
that could have been worse. So I don't know who these berries are calibrated for, but maybe not small animals.
I mean, at this point now, I'm just starting to think of is there higher levels of good berry where I can make malicious good berries?
Well, you just got to think about it. Like they tell you, don't throw things towards like the old joke or the old rumor about throwing Alka-Seltzer to seagulls and things like that. You just gave a full adult's meal to one thing that's about the size of a Smurf. So
it's like, thanks, boom.
Exactly.
All right, I will begin walking in the direction that was indicated.
All right, you'll start trotting down the shoreline there a little bit, and I imagine you're just going to hug the coastline. You're not going to try to go out to sea. I mean, you also don't nature. You know what? You don't know nature. Give me a nature roll. Let's see what happens.
To be clear, did they float this boat or drag this boat?
No, they they rowed it.
Okay,
it was brilliant.
I was making sure. Sorry, what was the check?
Give me a nature roll to see if you know whether or not to hug the coastline or go out to sea. Because as we established, Kabera is a urban druid. He does not know nature very well. I want to see how well you know to
I got a 3.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. We'll come back to Kabera in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put Kabera on the map.
That gives me time to figure out what I could turn into.
Yeah. But you've got a spell up, right? Because you're water walking.
Oh, yeah, but that's not a concentration.
It's not. Okay, what's the time limit on water walk?
A few hours, I believe.
Do me a favor, look that up just for my own edification, because I'm...
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
It's just as well he knows how to water walk, because his nature tech tells me that he doesn't actually know what happens between the land and the sea.
There is that, yes.
1 hour.
Okay, that works for me. Okay.
Water walk.
All right, so
let me double check that, because it's given me specifically referencing the stupid new rules, so I want to make sure.
Understood. We go the classics.
Yeah, the ones we're actually playing.
Not a problem. All right, I'm gonna drag the rest. I'm gonna go bring up the map.
Yeah, 1 hour, no difference.
But the rest of you guys, I'm gonna put the bucket just so Kabera can see. Oh, you should be able to see out of the boat. All right, this is where you guys left off. You guys are the boat. I can break your characters out. I'll get them in a moment. But that's where you guys left off. You were at the bottom of a seawall, looking up at this fortress, like old fortress, where they loading crates in and out of ongoing and outgoing ships. You do know that eventually the Grand Whimsy will come by and they're supposed to load cargo onto this vessel. So your one of your plans was to sneak inside of the crates or just try to lock Hanzo into a crate. Your call.
I will say to the team, okay, chaps, let's get Operation Not Abandoning Hanzo
I like that
underway.
plan. That's a pretty good plan.
I think we're all agreed that that's an excellent Excellent name for this operation.
Yeah, I would prefer not to be abandoned.
Operation Love Hanzo like a son forever.
You're not gonna leave me, are you, Daddy George, sir?
Never.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys on the map there. There you go. It's just for I don't know if you're getting out of the boats because you guys were talking about climbing up the wall. So if you want to move around, Kabir, I'm just put you up to the drag of the side there.
So just for the record, this one-person flying carpet we have,
Yes.
it's controlled by whoever's on the carpet. We can't control that remotely. Like, say, for example, send
No.
somebody up 100 feet and then like
It's
dump
not
them
a
out.
drone. No, it didn't come with.
Just ask it out of curiosity.
This is a person who has spent time practicing, who understands how the flying carpet mechanics work, who has expressly told me that they've spent time practicing the flying carpet. This wouldn't be their first time doing it.
Well, Jawsra has that dissonant whisper thing, so
Yes.
we could put somebody on the carpet, and Jawsra could telepathically, guide them from the ground, as if it was a drone. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know if that works that way. Dissonant whisper just...
Yeah, you just say to them, like, go left.
Now, the carpet,
No, dissonant whisper causes damage.
All right. Well, I don't have an idea that doesn't hurt someone, so...
the aberrant mind feat where you can talk into their
Oh,
brain.
right. Okay.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Now, remember, the carpet's not just one person. It's a 200-pound capacity. It averages one person. You're not going to usually get two people. And Hanzo is way bigger than 200 pounds.
Moog think, fancy no longer half-elf. You take carpet up, but before you get above there, you use illusion spell to create, distraction, like seagulls flying away elsewhere. So if anyone is in warehouse, they're looking elsewhere.
Well, I can create the illusion of a seagull flying, providing it's in a 5-foot cube and is not animated in any way. So they will be distracted because they'll be thinking, why does that two-dimensional seagull not fall from the sky?
Psst. Seagulls can glide.
That's true.
Caw,
Okay.
caw.
Hopefully, they're really bored. And that will work. Maybe, oh, look, a seagull will, distract them for 40 minutes. I don't know.
Your call, man. However you want to do this.
Moog could fly up and just murder everybody and just dock workers. Chances are they elves, so Moog okay with that.
That's always your suggestion.
Yeah, let's call that Plan Moog, which we will get to when plans A through not Moog have failed. Well, let's bring it to the table. Everybody come huddle. Claudia, you're supposed to be a rogue, but fuck knows what you are. Any ideas?
You come in for the huddle, and Hanzo puts his big stump hands around all of you.
Oh, God.
They're called thumb hands. Fans? Ugh.
So you said that Hamburger Helper is too heavy to get on the carpet and get up, right? Because he's over 200 and whatever pounds.
You don't call it my glandular problem, but yes.
Feels like a giant sausage, doesn't it? Anyway, carry on.
It's warm as on your shoulders.
I was so confused. I thought you were like you dropped your hamburger helper on your carpet and trying to get the stain out.
Well, he is an upside down Hamburger Helper, I think.
All right, yes, but I was really confused. I thought you were like looking for carpet cleaning advice.
Josra, there's a whole conversation we need to have about stain removal, but it's not what we're talking about now.
Well, why don't we use the rug to individually sneak up there and one by one, with Hamburger Helper going last.
Son Hanzo picked up 16-ton crocodile with hand magic. Why not he just lift us all at once?
We established this in the last game. It was 4,200 pounds of crocodile, and I'm running out of spells, and after one gets 50 feet away from me, it fizzles.
Also, I don't want him touching me.
I want to throw out while we're still on the Hamburger Helper. I now feel like they're leaving money on the table by not having an antagonist to the myth, shaped like Hanzo, called Hamburger Hater, filling like a Noid-style roll that's flipped upside down.
With a big hole through it.
That's not
Stigma.
bad. Someone who's he's trying to steal the Hamburger Helper. He's tired of this.
No, he's trying to throw shit at it. He fucking hates hamburger.
He's rubbing it into the carpet like a dick.
Oh my god.
He has to be an inverse of the Hamburger Helper who adds positive things to the
the hamburger hindrance.
While you guys are all standing there, can I test out the carpet and try to sneak up? Or
Well, it's in Moog's possession. It's in his bag of holding.
Moog will hand it over if she wants it.
yeah, I want to try it.
So now that you see it unfurled, it's much smaller than your standard flying carpet. It's more of like a flying towel. It's a kind of basically the type of a beach towel. So it's definitely a one-person towel kind of thing. So
like a skateboard.
We
Sort
haven't
of.
tried this out. Somebody told us it was a flying carpet. It could just be a towel.
Well, then that'll be easy to test because you'll just be standing on the ground on a towel.
all right, so Claudia, he hands you over the flying towel. We'll call it that.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Okay, you stand on it. You sense the magic. It's definitely magical. You are aware of it, and it seems it's ready to react to your commands. Have you ever ridden on a flying carpet or anything, any kind of Arcana based anything in the past?
Other than growing up in a circus, no.
Okay, this will be fantastic. Okay, do me a favor. This is not going to keep you from flying. It is just going to understand how you are. It's kind of like getting on a skateboard for the first time. Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
Wait, you grew up in a circus?
Yeah.
What are you, some get of clowns? You told me you were a rogue.
Well, whatever. Yes.
Well, that makes sense, I suppose. We really should have a catch-up, Claudia. There's a lot to talk about. You're a fascinating person. Terrifying.
5. Okay, this is going to go well for you. All right, so okay. With a 5, you are aware this thing, it's supposed to fly. So do you mentally command it to go up?
Yeah. Go web, go up.
Okay, it rockets up, super high, super fast. You have no control over it. Do me a favor, just roll.
Well, she's dead.
Over on the left side, there are roll me 2 d10s, or
Okay.
or actually, you know what, a d100 if that's an option. There's a d100. Roll me a d100.
12.
That's how many feet it goes up on the ground. Up, so it's now 12 feet off the ground, and give me a acrobatics roll to see how well you maintain your balance.
Okay.
You've never done this before. 11. It's average. And you're just keeping your balance like on a skateboard. So that's perfectly average. You're perfectly fine. So you're 12 feet off the ground, but you've maintained your balance. Everybody's just kind of looking up at you. And Hanzo's 10 feet tall, so he's only like, "Hi, lady. How you doing?" He reaches up and pats you on the leg.
Okay, I have an idea. So, I have those boots of walking all over you, and it says I can target anything within 60 feet. It doesn't say necessarily sideways. So could I use that to rocket up 60 feet and then cast Misty Step to get the rest of the way?
Well, it's a 100-foot seawall, so you can go 60 feet up at something. You have to make an attack roll at something. You'll attack it, and then you will Misty Step 30 feet. You just have to try to catch onto the edge of the lip of the things.
But what if I start off doing that standing on Hanzo's shoulders, since he's 10 feet tall?
Rick, there's gonna be some rolls involved here. So, like, I'm all for this plan, but there's a very good chance you're gonna fall 100 feet to the ground. So, this could happen. Like, I'm for it. Do you want to stand on Hanzo's
I'm
shoulders?
for it too now.
Yeah.
Am I still just hovering here?
Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, if you want to try right, we don't have a turn order per se. If you want to try going up higher again, give me another Arcana roll, and
Yeah, while he's doing that,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going.
give me another Arcana roll to see if you get a feel for it.
12.
That's much better. Now, so you want it to go up again. So now roll me the D100. We're gonna have it because we're trying to control how high you want it to go.
57.
So give me half of that. So anywhere between that, you can go anywhere. That was a good roll in the Arcana. So how high within that 57 feet do you want to go?
Well, how high is the loading dock?
Well, just to the base of that top wall below the seawall to the top of the ground up there is 100 feet up. So
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go with the full 57, you are now at 69.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna just keep trying to go.
Okay, I'm
to
gonna put on your little character here. I'm gonna bring you up here. And where's your? There on the little blue thing. I'm gonna put 69. So I know how many feet up you are actually at. So just that's for me to know. Got it. Okay. Moog, you get on top of Hanzo's shoulders. Okay, Daddy, I'll hold you up. Here you go.
Did Moog actually explain any of his plan out loud, or are we just watching Moog climb a hand?
That's a very good question. Moog, did you ask anybody? I just kind of went with it. So
Moog will explain it. Like, Moog is going to climb on a hand, then drop kick 60 feet up, then cast spell and go rest away. Can't fail.
Well, it can, severely, but I like your moxie, Moog. I'm going to tie my rope to Jawsra. Can I borrow your rope? I like rope.
Do I have rope?
So is anybody got any rope?
Well, if you look around those giant loading cranes, they all have ropes dangling down. But they kind of go over out to the sea, so you have to kind of swim out to where the water is and climb up those ropes if you wanted to.
Well, maybe if if Moog's magical double jump doesn't result in him plummeting to the ground, maybe he could take a rope with him, 100-foot rope, if we tie 2 ropes together.
Your call. So you're standing on top of Hanzo. What are you doing next?
Well, I realize rope's perhaps not the sexiest of solutions.
No, I just want to know what you got, because we're going to hop back to Drew, because he's wandering around the ocean here. So how about, while you guys figure out your plan, I'm gonna jump over to Drew real fast. All right, Drew, you end up here. You've kind of hugged the coast, but there's also some little islands here. You think you're going in the right direction. You're not 100% sure. So I would like another nature roll to figure out just where you should probably go.
2.
Oh, mother of God, this is so great. Okay.
It is, but I should warn you, I am about to shape change.
Okay, so
I like the idea of just a horseman walking calmly into the ocean.
right. You
You
think you have a good idea, and you thought, you know what, maybe these guys went around the islands, because, it just, maybe that's what they would probably do. So you end up here. You go slightly away from the coastline. You figure that's the best way to go. So that's where you're at now.
All right. Well, I'm going to start running back toward the coast at top speed. And about 10 feet on, I'm going to leap into the air and shape change.
Okay.
So imagine I had a more pretty vision in mind. Thanks for fucking that up, Gibby.
Sorry.
But like a beaches style thing where he's running down with his horse hooves flicking foam into the air, spreading his arms out. Think like the ending of a pretty movie where he's about to get hit by a truck. But then he leaps and turns into a bat and flies 100 feet in the air.
I was just going to do like the Rocky moment where you guys running on the ocean all awkwardly in short shorts. Like they were way too short for the times. Okay, you go to a bat and, are bats good during the day? I don't know. We'll find out. But
they're fine. I checked their perceptions and everything. They're good, and they have blind sight.
All right, so you are flapping around looking for your friends, and at that high view up, you eventually, do. Give me a couple perception rolls.
All righty. It took me a while to figure out I could fly. That was the main hiccup. 24.
Within
27.
Perfect. All right, you spot these idiots. They're trying to do something, and you start flapping your way towards them.
Not too toward them.
Yeah. You're not in a
You
hurry.
let me know. Here's like, Drew, you're on the map. You let me know when you want to show up. Okay, Moog, what's your plan?
All right, fair enough.
Well, if they're going to tie 2 ropes together, I'll take those ropes with me.
Okay.
Good luck, Moog. I don't understand what you're about to do, but sounds like it might be entertaining.
Now, didn't you already use the boots of walking already? No, you tried to use them. You were pinned under the crocodile, and you couldn't click your heels together. Okay, just make sure. All right, so what are you targeting?
Although, I can only do Misty Step once a day, and I think I'd used that during the crocodile fight.
I believe you did as well. So
Okay.
I'd like to think Moog
I
doesn't remember this. So now you could probably target Claudia because she is 69 feet up. You could target Claudia and get on top of her. Now we'll slowly drag down the thing, but you could jump onto the cliff face if you wanted to.
What's that going to do?
I don't know. You're over 60 feet up. You can climb the rest of the way up. You've got your attached. You got a rope with you. You can help your friends out.
And if you land badly, maybe you'll leave an entertaining smear.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm thinking now that I don't have Misty Step to fall back on, maybe I'm going to rethink this idea.
Okay.
Aw. Well, that's disappointing. I was looking forward to seeing whatever the fuck it was you were going to do.
Although, Jorcerer has Misty Step, and I could loan him the boots.
It would take him an hour to attune to them.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that.
Oh.
My plan was to watch you fall.
Now, like again, there are these giant cranes that reach out into the water because that's some deep water out there where these boats come up and get stuff loaded in, loaded out. So you could go out to sea a little bit and try to climb up those ropes and then climb in over the cranes if you wanted to.
Come on, people. I only have 31 more feet to go.
Yeah, you know what, Claudia, go for it. Yeah, fuck it. They're ticking around.
Scream up to to Claudia, like, turn on crane, drag us up.
Yeah.
All right.
Claudia, try and get the rope so it's not in the ocean. Claudia! Claudia, get the rope!
All right, Claudia. So give me another Arcana roll.
Okay. There we go. 9.
Not as good. Roll me a D100. This one's going to go wherever many feet this goes, it goes.
Okay.
30. You are at
30.
99 feet in the air. You've rocketed up, straight up. And now give me an acrobatics roll just to make sure you maintain your balance.
Claudia!
Come on, Circus. Come on, Circus.
20. Oh shit! You handstand. You're looking good. So you are 1 foot away from like now. Granted, you're straight up from where you were, so you're not quite over to the cliff face. You're just 100 feet straight up from where you're at. So you could try to nudge it in that direction. You can get it to go in a direction if you wanted to. Right now, you're just focusing on up.
Yeah. She wants to think.
Claudia is at least a foot tall, so
Yes.
she should be.
Yeah, but she's also looking where she's out on the map. She's at least 15 feet away from the edge of the cliff wall. So does she want to go to the cliff wall? Does she want to go up higher to the crane? Where does she want to go?
A little closer to the cliff wall.
Okay.
Stan will nudge Jorcerer and say, I think she's abandoning us like we're a bunch of fucking Hanzos or something.
I'm standing right here. Happy Stan. That's not cool, man.
Hey, she's the one doing it. We're still here for you, buddy.
Don't put words into my mouth, except that's probably what I'm thinking.
Okay. So you want to try to drift towards the crane or towards the wall? Because there's still a fortress up there. There's still a fortress that has another 25-foot wall on top of that.
Shit.
So
Let's go to the wall.
okay.
I don't trust this thing.
All right. Give me an Arcana roll to get. Now you've got up. Now let's see if we can go in another direction.
Arcana.
Hey, you know
21.
what? Perfectly. So it's only 15 feet. You can take it. You can take yourself clearly in right to the edge right there. You are at the lip of the thing pretty easily.
Yeah. Am I? It looks like a very visible spot. Can I get in toward the edge of the whatever it is, the wall?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can get right up against the wall there, against the cliff face,
Yeah,
against
yeah.
the fortress. Not a problem.
Okay.
We probably should have sent some rope up with her.
Yeah, would have been pretty handy if she'd taken that rope.
You can also just drop the.
We do have two flying familiars here. We could send up with rope.
I don't like them.
I don't like them.
Do you like him more than me?
No, you said there's a bunch of like ropes hanging down, right?
Yeah, see those big cranes to the
Yeah.
left, and there's 3 of them. Well, there's ropes that come off the edge of those that go out into the water. So but you could climb up the side of the what's it called here, or you float up and try to operate one of the cranes if you wanted to.
Okay, how many more feet do I have?
25 feet up.
Oh, I really hope this ends with Big Rig Operator
Let's see. I think she's gonna
Claudia.
try climbing first.
Okay. Give me athletics roll. I think we lost Emily. No, I think we lost Emily.
She's like, screw this, I'm not rolling the dice for you
Yeah, she's
anymore.
like, she quit on us. Well, Emily resets her internet or whatever. What does everybody else want to do?
Just watch to see if she falls
We
off the
have
car.
those 2 ropes tied together.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just lying in the sand.
I'll send up what's his name, Jimp.
Yep. You send up your jimp. Not a problem.
Yeah, if whoever's got the rope,
Yep.
will allow me.
Moog has the rope. So
All right, hey Jimp, go pass this to Claudia.
Okay, boss, I got it.
and Jimp takes the rope and just flies straight up.
Woohoo!
He'll sit there. It takes him a while. He does a little spiral his way up, and he's standing there. Claudia kind of looks like she's going to climb, and he's just trying to hand her the rope, and she's not doing anything else. What's everybody else want to do while we're waiting for Claudia to come back?
Sort of made that look a bit easy, didn't he? Feel a bit silly now, to be honest. What about your horrible beast, Moog? Can that also be useful, or is it just...
Jesus Christ, I'm just stop being so mean to me.
That's Moog's son you're talking to.
No, the other one. The one that looks like sentient snot.
Karen can turn into a bat and fly.
Amazing.
Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to just flap around here, or what do you want me to do?
Hanzo, all I want you to do is...
Sorry, that was Karen, the quasit. Sorry, I only have so many voices in my repertoire, so
I will not finish that sentence.
go fuck myself. I got it.
Karen, I think what we're going to try and do is climb up this rope. If there's any way you can sort of make that easier for us.
The rope that Jim just took, there's no rope anymore, so...
Was he not... Does he not understand why we wanted him to take the rope?
I think I was unconscious. Did I make it?
Okay, well, you just got back. So, what did you roll me an athletics roll to try to climb the wall?
Oh, okay. There we go.
You get up a couple feet and fall back on your ass.
Well, okay.
Now you look to your left, and there is a little demonoid trying to hand
Claudia, remember your clown training.
I am. That's the problem.
Hey, lady, they sent this rope up to you. So if you want to do something with it, here's the. And
he just hands you over the end of the 100-foot rope.
I can tie a knot. I can do that.
Against what?
I don't know. Another rope, I guess. How about one of the ropes coming down from one of the crane
That's
things?
25 feet up. You got to get up there to tie it to that one first of all.
Why don't you tie the rope to the flying towel?
Flying cow? Did I miss something?
The towel you're on, the carpet.
Oh, towel. Yeah. Oh, but don't you have to be on it to control it?
You could just throw the towel down to us.
Oh, yeah. I'm throwing in the towel, guys.
I like how are you guys screaming this back and forth to each other?
Yes.
Up and down? Okay.
Probably.
I could do this
I
telepathically.
like to think that this is the point when my bat hears the finds.
This is also the point where the turtle guards who work up here, like who've been walking the bridge, like, what are you guys doing?
Stan Daddy Liver will make an illusion of a seagull.
Oh, God damn, look at that, just gliding majestically. You just see that, Fred? I saw it, Steve. Wow. That's a majestic flying. What are you doing, lady? Because like the one turtle's looking down at you from atop the 25-foot wall. He sees you there with a rope in hands, hovering on top of like 1 foot off the ground on a flying carpet. Like, can I help you?
Yeah, she'll say, I was loading boxes and cranes with you guys up there, and I fell over the edge. Can you help me up?
No, you weren't, ma'am. That's a bald-faced lie. There's only turtles who work up here and the Warforged who load the things inside. So that is a lie.
Racists?
No, it's not a racist. It's a speciest. It's the new Dungeons and Dragons. We don't talk about race. It's a speciest. And yes, ma'am, I am.
Hey, Gibby, we still play old 5e.
You know what? You're right, Drew. I'm just like, God damn.
The turtle was like, yes, I am a racist. Which was that's incredibly racist hiring policies. And also, fuck you.
Welcome to Faramia. We are profoundly racist here, ma'am. So, can I help you with something? What is it you are exactly trying to do here?
You're offering help, but what kind of help are you going to offer? Can I choose from help?
It really depends on what it is that you're trying to do. That'll help. Your options really depend on what it is that you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get up there to see what you all are doing. I'm just curious. Jeez.
Gibby, do the turtles see us or they just see?
No, because he's on so he's 125 feet up. You guys are along the seawall. He can't see down over the edge. So
I will nudge next to him. Thought I don't think Claudia's going to be able to talk her way out of this because she has all the tact of a brick in a pile of dog shit. So we need a plan, guys.
Well, talk or quote-unquote talk.
He does know that she's screaming down to somebody on the other side. He just can't see you. So he knows he has accomplices.
No, I think we got an idea here. Moog will scream up like screamings and terror. Help! Save us from horrific hand monster that crawled out of the sea.
God damn it, Dad!
Claudia, I think it's time to tell them the truth. We have been sent from non-total union security testing forces to make sure that everything here is running smoothly.
Wait a minute. If we're testing their security, they're not going to let us in.
It's also like this is 100 feet up. You're like,
Yeah, I will nudge Josser and say, use your creepy mind-touching powers.
That's got a range of 30 feet.
Ah, shit.
Hey, lady, listen. Are you trying to sneak into the warehouse or are you trying to steal from the warehouse?
Steal?
You have to sneak in to steal.
Who said anything about stealing? I don't steal.
No, that's our average day. People try to sneak into the warehouse because they try to get onto ships that way. They try to get on boards, like sneak onto different vessels, going different places, or they try to steal from us. We kill thieves, and if you pay us a little extra, I'll get you on whatever fucking boat you want, lady.
Okay. Yeah, get us on the boat. We can pay
Okay,
you.
who's us? Yeah, okay. Who's us?
Me and my 1, 2, 3, 4 really pretty 4 other girlfriends.
Lady, I got a wife and a ball. She's a ball breaker, so I don't really give a shit.
Also, I'm a turtle.
Also, okay. You got friends down there. All right.
The relationship between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and April O'Neil clearly makes it.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Here.
That is not a deal breaker.
As long as you're willing to pay, I don't really give a shit.
I'm still thinking the old days when lizard women have tits for some reason. You know why? Because it's cool.
Yep.
All right, new D&D rules.
She's going to say, shoo, because they're ugly as fuck. All right, let's get them up here. We'll pay ya.
Yeah. So he gets the crane operator like, hey, Jimmy, yeah, I'm on it. Crane comes down with a basket that's a raising platform that comes down to the beach. Get on board, you idiots.
Woohoo! I did it. I don't know where we're going to get the money, but I did it.
Well, that was easy, I suppose.
So do you guys go up the crane?
Yeah.
All right. He takes you up the crane and loads you, brings you all inside and drops you off into the interior here. Drew, you're as a bat. You're just watching this happen. So
Yeah, I'm basically watching to see if they're going to get into a giant fight or peacefully resolve the situation.
understood. All right. So you guys are inside. All right. What ship are you trying to get in onto? And that'll determine how much money we're going to charge you.
We're trying to get onto the Whimsy, which is going to Scranton.
I don't think it's Scranton, but it's Stockton and it's the Grand Whimsy. Okay, I got you. All right. So how many people we got there? We got looks like a red man, you, the bear lady, the old codger, the elf, and a hand monster. All right. You got the 2 little magical things here. I've seen those before. They can probably pop in, pop out. You got anybody else? Or is that it?
How exactly do you intend to get us on the boat without tickets?
I'm going to put you into a crate, and they're going to come by in the morning, and we're going to load up all the cargo onto the Grand Whimsy, and you're going to be on the ship. After that, it's your business, pal.
Weird. That was Hanzo's idea.
I told you, goddammit! I told you the totally innocent party already had this plan. That was your backup plan because I knew the guys were corrupt. You never listened to Hanzo.
No, we don't.
He has only been here like a day.
He's a very, very presumptuous young man. I don't know. Do we want to bribe people again? I feel like we've already done that.
All right, listen, it's 100 gold a person, all right? I'm sure you've got that money. I'm looking at your magical fancy gears and all that shit, so yeah, sure, not a problem, you know.
I gotta say, well, you see, my turtle friend, I'm really here for the adventure. Practically dead already. And I've kind of already done the bribe thing a couple of times. Not really feeling it anymore.
Hey, can I sweeten the pot for you? Hey, hand guy, are you look like a magical walking monster creature. Do you need work? Because you look like the kind of guy that I could put to work in a factory, in a warehouse like this.
Dads, I don't want to leave my dads.
Well, you've got to fly the coop at some point, young man. Start making a name for yourself. In, I guess, box lifting. What do you think, Moog?
Moog will be sad to see you go, but his heart will swell knowing that you have gainful employment.
Daddy George, or should I stay and work with the weird turtle man, or should I come with you on grand adventures in Whimsy?
I can't really see a better future for you than...
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Look, Hanzo, not everyone can be a YouTuber or adventurer, whatever the fancy equivalent of that is. Steady employment in a blue-collar industry with a strong turtle-based union is is a respectful life. You can start building a life for yourself, Hanzo. Frankly, I'm very proud of you.
I swear I just had this exact conversation with my kid yesterday.
Yeah, we all have.
We've all been there.
And Moog promised if we come across more horrific ooze, maybe Moog will dip a foot in, therefore you could find someone to be happy with.
You might meet a nice lady set of genitals monster.
I'm almost certain you will. I believe you, Hanzo. Then I'll say to the turtle, okay, the trade is one huge horrible hand beast for our passage under Whimsy.
On this very special episode of My Two Dads.
All right, so I would like Moog and Jorster to give me persuasion rolls.
Okay.
I think we've made a very solid argument.
Moog rolls an 8.
Oh, and Jorster like a 6 and an 8. Whew.
What? I rolled a 19.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Moog who had the 6 and the 8.
Oh, okay. 19. Okay.
I mean, Jorser convinces the world to let him live in it every day. That's something.
I can be very persuasive.
Okay, so like Moog's not helping much here. Like, you know, and 8's like, oh, that hurts my feelings. Like, wait, you really think, Daddy Jorster, should I stay and just work? I mean, you get to go on adventures. I mean, yeah, you know, you already remember I already killed the other turtles and I ate them. So I don't want to be, I got the taste, I got the flavor.
And now you have supply.
I love the idea that we're condemning these turtles to an alien-style movie death, eventually.
Yeah, but also setting up, you know, a child with gainful employment.
And yeah, he's going to go up the ranks after he eats all the other employees.
He will have no choice.
Yeah, that's one way to climb the ladder, eating the other rungs.
Hanzo, I'm confident you could be running this whole place in like 3 days.
All right.
You've got a rich, glittering career ahead of you.
You know, Stan, just because you're like, you know, I know you're talking shit to him, but like, you're pretty good at persuasion. Give me another persuasion roll.
I don't think I've told a single lie to this kid. I wanted to put some gloss on that.
You did lie once. You did, like, on the last episode, you were like, oh no, I swear I'll get in the box too.
I meant this episode. Let's
Oh,
not
this
live in
episode,
the
then,
past.
yeah.
I would say to him, like, do you want the life of adventure? Look at us, dude. And that is a 23.
That's pretty fucking, all right. I guess that's, you know, I guess I do need a job, but I'm sure I'll see you guys soon, right? You were going to hang out later? You know, we'll get together.
Absolutely.
Okay. Daddy George.
Moog just asked one thing of you, son.
Yes, Daddy Moog.
If as you work here, any elf come and bribe you to get in boxes,
Murder his face.
That's my not really boy, but yes.
Moo cries a single tear.
I was like, is this the closest we've seen to, like, genuinely proud Moog?
I will destroy every elf I ever come across just for you.
Oh, he's a chip off the old block.
Then Moog promised to remember you always, or until next time we record.
All right, Daddy George, do I get to keep your cloak here? Because I like this. This makes me happy. Because he is wearing your old red cloak that disappeared into the ooze. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay,
I've got plenty of clothes.
okay. Then I guess what's my job? And the tour's like, all right, just start moving boxes over there because you're bigger than the Warforged. So like, he's like, oh, I can do more than that. And he starts manifesting more magical hands to move the boxes around wherever they need to. It's like, oh, this kid's pretty freaking good. All right, you guys, okay, you got the employee. That's pretty cool. So you want the Grand Whimsy. All right, so just hang out here until tomorrow morning. I'll load you into some crates and we'll just drop you into the ship. No big problem. You cool with that?
Very. I'm extremely cool.
Totally.
Okay. Drew, what are you going to do? Are you going to join me? Just going to flap around and follow?
I am planning to join them shortly, but I figured I would both A, serve my actual role in the party, and B, give you a little bit of plot kindling.
Okay.
Kabir is going to flap off to find some local animals.
Okay.
And he is going to, using the international language of the bats, go ahead and shoot a message off to Father Brandon,
Not a problem.
the Mafia Don for whom we are all supposed to be working, I believe.
Yes. The Mage Father. Yep.
Working's a strong word.
Yeah. And basically, as I recall, Kabir was put on this as just a general, like, keeping tabs on, reporting back situation. And so he is going to report to Father Brandon, hey, things are going well-ish. We're all alive. They're doing the jobs. But he's also going to add, they're causing a lot of chaos. So it might not be worth the effort of investing in them as a team to keep under your thumb. It might be better to cut them loose.
All right, so like Stan used to use the hooker net, and you're using the animal net. So yeah, the animal net will transfer this information back to Father Brandon. I like it.
There you go. Hopefully we've been so bad at our jobs that you guys can get some more freedom.
You just had us all executed.
Oh, I mean, if you don't think a crime boss named Father Brandon was going to kill us anyway.
True. I mean, that's sort of like my real life ambitions too. To be so incompetent that people just leave me alone.
Failing upward is what I like to call it. But yeah, that can kill as much time as you need for it too, plot-wise.
Oh yeah, I've got thoughts. So,
well, I think that worked out very well.
All right, so the next morning, so that you guys hang out there for the rest of the evening. Then, just basically waiting to get locked into crates. Is there anything you guys want to do before that event happens?
So, Claudia, tell me about your clown upbringing. Were your parents clowns? Is it a genetic thing?
You said clowns. I said circus. I was raised by bears in a circus.
Bear clowns?
Bear clowns? I'm sensing that I'm resembling a clown.
Well, it would explain a lot.
Well, I'm trying, at what point, because the koala mask peeled off your face a long time ago, and you also were covered in a lot of like crocodile blood from you gathered up a whole lot of that hide, and I think you stuffed it into Moog's bag of holding. So you are, I don't know what it is you resemble at this point. It's been a while.
Your natural urge to apply some kind of clown makeup is just being twisted by the available resources, which happen to be dead animals.
I'm resourceful. Yeah.
Very resourceful in a terrifying sort of way.
I like disguises, I guess.
Yes, we could call it disguises, I suppose. I think the object of a disguise now is to draw less attention to yourself. And I don't think you're doing that.
Oh, I would have to try harder.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about clowns, again, I'm just putting two and two together here. It's like people tend to notice them because they are obscene and terrifying.
What if you're so present and so in the foreground that nobody notices you?
Jorser would like to look through the crates to see which one he'd like to be locked in. I'm looking for a shipment of pillows or lube.
Okay.
Just suspended in a cube of lube.
Okay, well, ironically, don't get ahead of the story.
Cube of lube. Oh, that feels like a name for a monster that should not exist.
The lube cube, yeah. So there is one of the crates that's going to the Graham Whimsy that is bedding, blankets, pillows, and a lot of lube.
Awesome. All right. Dibs.
He's found his natural habitat.
Just puts on a snorkel and jumps in.
Don't worry, I'll nail myself in. Don't worry about it. I got this. All right, is anybody else looking for a particular crate they'd like to hide in?
I'm not going to wait till morning. I'm just going to make myself at home now.
Actually, what are you doing, Daddy George? We get to spend the last evening together. We have like a meal. We get to camp out here and spend time. Why are you getting into the crate? Get back here.
Oh, God.
I don't have a home yet. I just work here.
I do.
Yeah, it's that. I guess I'll look for a suitable crate as well. Yeah, for Stan, which will just again maybe less sticky, but a similar setup.
All right. Let me see. There are things that look like kind of like these foam things, could look kind of like yoga mats. You find some exercise equipment and you've got some paper clothes, like the kind like you just real thin ones that people put on when they go to spas.
Yeah. Orthopedic is the word I'm looking for. Just anything.
There is a thing full of like just kind of like full of slippers and soft clothing that looks like
yes.
like just like there's real thin, like not hospital gown material, but kind of close, but it's kind of like pajamas. So
Stan will burrow into that like a small mammal.
all right. There is what appears to be like pool noodles and like like that stuff you put on your nose to keep from getting sunburned. We've got some stuff. There's weird devices that look kind of like they're pieces of a warforge and they have this really weird thing. Looks kind of like a crossbow without the crossbow part of it, without the actual bow aspect to it. There's obviously the lube, a lot of books, what looks to be animal feed, some weird theatrical clothing.
Claudia would like to go into the paper clothing box, and I'm assuming it will adhere to her like paper mache.
Kind of, yeah.
Wrap yourself in a ball of paper mache.
There is one of like this weird random food stuffs that is just like just real exotic looking, like cold packed meats and cheeses that are very exotic.
Oh man, crate full of cheese. Maybe I did not choose wisely.
There is one that looks like just kind of like weird, like just generic animal feed.
Moog will climb in with the fancy food, because that seems like the sort of stuff that elves would like.
Okay. Does anybody else want to have a crate of preference they want to crawl into before we sign off on this episode and like before we end up on the actual grand whimsy?
Stan will say, "Good night, everyone. Get comfy. We'll see you on the whimsy. Please, please, please don't immediately start murdering everyone as soon as we get there." Good night.
And with that, we're going to call this episode, like, you guys managed to climb a wall. It was really well done.
We did we?
Well, you didn't, but you found a way up there, and that's what D&D's all about. Is like overcoming obstacles, and you did, and you also abandoned your child shortly after meeting him, and like that's just good parenting overall.
That was the nicest way we could have abandoned that child.
Yeah, I was throwing you guys a bone. I was sensing you didn't want a cousin Oliver tagging along with this group, so I gave you guys an out, and you jumped on like a live grenade.
Gibby, you deliberately created the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my 10 years of this really horrifying podcast. What did you expect?
Yeah, that's a high level for this particular
dude.
crew.
I'm just saying he's a plushie waiting to happen. I'm just, like
Every game needs its own Mr. Hister.
The most popular character.
Well, my hatred for Mr. Hister was irrational. My hatred for Hanzo is completely rational. That's the difference.
All right, ending on a moment of hate, I think is the best thing for this episode. So on behalf of Emily Kaplan, Steve Wetherill, Drew Hayes, Rick Walteri, and Robert Bevan, I'm MK Gibson. We've been the Dicey Bastards, and you've been great. We'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Dicey Bastards, courtesy of Authors and Dragons. Check us out at authorsanddragons.com or look up our Patreon if you want to support us, get secret content, and hang out on our Discord. Music by the Gorecore 4.
I think she's abandoning us like we're a bunch of fucking Hanzos or something.